So right now we're feeding our compost, which is super important for the garden because it adds a lot of important nutrients, nitrogen and also carbon to the soil. So here we've got our compost, and there's a bed of carbon here, which is leaves and paper and all that kind of stuff. As you could see right here, we've got a little bit of mold starting to grow, which is good for the decomposition. So for all of our nitrogen, we've just been collecting our scraps from the kitchen. We do this all the time, and we suggest that you also do this. And so once you got your scraps dumped into the space that you use as a composting space, there's many different kinds of composting. You want to just cover it all in carbons. So in this situation, you could use paper as carbon. You could use ripped up cardboard. Here's some brown paper bags as carbon. And it's nice to use this kind of stuff too because it helps you to recycle. Rather than in the trash, you're able to recycle. And so then we've also collected some leaves from our yard, and we like to use them also because there are lots of carbon to keep the smell down, keep pests and predators from finding your compost, and it makes for really good stuff to put into your soil. These are some gungo peas, or pigeon peas as we call them here in Hawaii. And in Spanish-speaking countries, they'll call them gandules. They're really good to have both in your garden and also in your compost. So this is one style of composting. Then here we have some compost that started in here, but we've transferred to this bucket with some worms. So the worms will do the finishing touches to make this really good compost. One last thing is that it's important to make sure that your compost is moist, but not too wet. You don't want it to be sopping or saturated. Just a little bit of moisture helps everything happen.